We've come a long way with video games over the past 40 years. What used to be considered time wasters, rot your brain out, make you a brain dead zombie, and Pokemon was even considered demonic at one time. All these things have been proven untrue. Now, as parents, we do want to watch out and make sure our kids are playing something that's appropriate for their age level, whether it's the content itself or something that can help develop their math, reading, and problem-solving skills. So at Out of Control Games, we're not just gamers, we're parents as well. And we wanted to come up with a list of 5 fantastic games to play with your kids, especially if they're younger, whether they're toddler, elementary, or even if your kids are going into junior high. I'm Craig with Out of Control Games, and these are the 5 games that we've come up with. Starting with number 1, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This game is an absolute blast. Not only is it a racing game, and so you can focus on hand-eye coordination, it's a blast to play and has multiple game modes, including the ever-infamous Battle Mode. And if you know what I'm talking about, when you grew up with Mario 64 or Mario Kart Double Dash, you know exactly what I mean with this. It's not just a chance to show down with your friends, it's also a chance to show your kids you're still the king of Mario Kart. But that aside, one of the reasons we recommend this is the CPU assistance in the battle modes and the auto drive and steering correction features that have been introduced. Not only that, the DLC from all the wave packs have introduced so much new content. Not only new characters, but about 40 new courses, and the expanding track selection makes this the largest Mario Kart ever. And what's even more important is you're probably going to end up playing this when your kids are not. Don't tell me that you haven't had a couple of friends come over after the kids have gone to bed and you have not busted out Mario Kart. You know it's true. Our second game is going to be Mario Odyssey. Yes, it's another Mario game, and Mario games are pretty much a given, but the reason we love Mario Odyssey, it is pure fun. One of the first levels features a dinosaur. And if that doesn't scream kid-friendly or even Jurassic Park or cater towards kids in any way, I don't know what else does. This game is an absolute blast to play and features a co-op mode with the second player controlling Cappy. So there is some assistance. If your kids are a little older and want to play as Mario, you can help them out with some platforming, or if your kids just want to control and help you out. It has a bright, colorful world. It's so rewarding to find those power moves that are hidden in clever places. It gives you a chance to help out your kid as well as your kid help you out and be on the lookout for those power moves. This game also has clever platforming, so whether you think it or not, you're going to be working on your physics a little bit. It's a great game just to pass the controller back and forth, an absolute great time. The story doesn't matter here, you know you're about saving the princess, so grab the controllers, play with your kids, enjoy this one together. Also, there's the warp pipes, which transform you into 8-bit Mario. Definitely a throwback for all of you that were born during the NES and SNES era. The third game we're going to recommend is going to be Paw Patrol on a Roll. Now, the Paw Patrol series as a whole is absolutely great because it's a variety of games. The second and third are more like 3D platformers, in the vein of Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, but definitely toned down for kids, so you're not doing any triple jumps or backflips or flying in the air. And then the fourth is a Mario Kart style racer, which we covered in our last video. But the reason we highly recommend the first game, it's a side-scroller and has simple platform controls. This also does a fantastic job of assisting kids with learning their buttons, shapes, and letters, depending on what platform you play on. And if you're playing on the Switch, you're going to have the big button of the letter-coordinated button show on screen. And for my kid, this was definitely a great way for her to learn the A, B, and get used to the alphabet, but also learn where the button placement was. And if we played on PlayStation, well, you had shapes, triangle, circle, square, X. While this is a Nintendo Switch list, don't count out the power of PlayStation here. But either way, this game is a great time. Also has collectible elements, and so it allows your kid to go back and replay these levels to search and explore. And since this game is also a little bit older, it's definitely going to be on the more affordable side. So a great game to pick up if you have younger kids, or if you need to give as a gift to a younger kid as well. Next up, Disney Illusion Island. We cannot gush enough about this game. It's not only got that Disney classic charm, especially if you grew up playing the Disney Castle of Illusion games or any of the other Disney games that were featured during the NES and Super Nintendo and Genesis era. One of the other biggest things is there is no combat in this game. It's a full-on Metroidvania, huge map that has tons of hidden items and rewards you for exploring. It also features the bubble or envelope system from the Rayman Legends and New Super Mario Bros. Series. So if your kid can't catch up with you on the platforming, kind of like my can't sometimes, then they can just wait it out and they'll turn into an envelope and catch up to you. Or if you want to assist them, you can even drop down a rope and they can just hop on the rope and climb up to catch up to you. This is a fantastic game. There's even an invincibility mode for younger players who just want to enjoy the game. Definitely recommend this one. Even at full price, it's $40, so it's a budget release title that is not to be missed. Of course, what's a top 5 list without honorable mentions? The Humongous Classic Collection, even though it is $60, it features great point-and-click series many of us parents grew up with playing on PC. You have Putt Putt, Freddy Fish, and Spy Fox. It's fun puzzles, but it is expensive on the Switch. It's a $60 download, and the physical copy can run anywhere between $60 to $80 because it was released by limited run. Now, keep this in mind. If you have a PC, you can get a tire collection for $100, normally normal price, but it also features more games and more content, or you can wait for it to go sell on PC or Switch. Whichever you prefer, just keep in mind these games do play much better on PC, but still, they're on the Switch, so we recommend them. Then we have Cocomelon Play with JJ. This is a great game if you have toddlers. There's singing involved, there's dancing involved in mini games, and while you can take the controller and just let your kid dance in front of the TV like I have, it's definitely a great time for those younger kids. Also promotes learning numbers, alphabet, as well as shapes and other elementary level learning. Then there's Gigantosaurus the game. This is a simple 3D platformer you can play with your kids or let your kids just have a great time. The reason it's not higher on this list is because it is based off a TV series, and it does come with that stigmatism of being based off a show or movie. Either way, it's a great time, totally would recommend. Kirby Star Allies and Kirby Return to Dreamland are fantastic. Return to Dreamland and Star Allies are great because player 1 can take control and then player 2, 3, and 4 can just hop in and enjoy the game. Then there's Cruisin' Blast. If you play Cruisin' USA, you know what you're getting into. This game is fantastic, and for my 5-year-old, she enjoys playing as the unicorn. She doesn't want to be anything else. She just wants to race as a unicorn, and it also has that slingshot catch-up feature that Mario Kart 8 does, as well as the auto race and steering assist. Then for number 5, we highly recommend the LEGO games, but more specifically, LEGO Incredibles or the LEGO Marvel Collection. I know this is a 2-for-1 for the number 1 spot, but just bear with me here. The LEGO games are some of the best games I've ever played with my wife and daughter. And the LEGO games are absolutely fantastic for just enjoying a game. You can go in the world, just beating bricks down, collect the studs, and move on. There's no pressure to actually finish a level. And you have your selection from Star Wars, Marvel, Lord of the Rings, The Incredibles, and even more are available for you to play, including Harry Potter and Jurassic Park. There's something for everyone here. Now, the later games are becoming a little bit more difficult as they're changing up the formula, and it feels like it got stagnated for a while. However, we would highly recommend The Incredibles or the Marvel games because they keep that new open world feel that lets you just go around and explore, but they also have that classic LEGO level design that was introduced in the LEGO Star Wars series back on the PS2 and GameCube. Either way, you can't go wrong with these games. There are so many more games we could recommend, and as parents, we definitely want to make sure our kids are growing up and playing games that are appropriate for their age level. And if you have recommendations, please drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. We'd also appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We try to put out recommendation videos weekly, and we definitely have more to come and would hate for you to miss them. We hope you have a great day, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive, and we'll catch you next time.